Hello there everyone, uxwbill here once again. We have some hot weather today here in Illinois. It was 83 degrees Fahrenheit at its hottest point today. Maybe a little bit hotter than that, I don't know. Nevertheless, a hot day makes a good day to recline in the breeze from a lovely antique box fan such as the one you see sitting back there, nestled in amongst the garbage and computer stuff and television stuff that I've got piled up in my truck right now. That fan actually came from an area thrift store that doubles as an electronics recycling depot, and the fan was actually located back in a cordoned off area where customers aren't allowed to go, along with many sad looking electronic, electrical, and household devices of varying types. I figured it was sure to be recycled, but before I left I went and asked the cashier if I could buy it. She went back, took a look at it, took it out of the area and handed it over to me. $3 poorer, I brought it home. I believe that on my way over to the garage I may need to run over a troublesome Mercury Grand Marquis. Here's the fan freed from the back of my truck. As you can see, it's definitely had some interesting things done to it over the years. Someone installed these wooden feet on it. I don't know if that was done to replace feet that had somehow rotted, or if maybe the fan was a little bit tipsy even when it was new. It's certainly thin enough to give you an idea of size and thickness there that it could have been just a little bit prone to falling over. This is a McGraw-Edison fan, another version of the same thing. You can see the label up in there. It is model 20104. Judging by this thing's coloring and just some cues from the design, I would guess this particular model might date from the mid to late 1960s. And for the most part, even though it could use a good cleaning and probably a good oiling, the speed selector knob certainly needs to be cleaned. This appears to be a 3-speed fan with a high, medium, and low speed setting. That needs to be cleaned, but got to replace something else first before I can even test it. This is a very interesting electrical plug that's on here. I don't know to what country's electrical standard that applies. Probably Slobovia's. Fortunately, went to the hardware store and I picked up a new plug for installation on this fan. So I'll go ahead and get my tools out here and go ahead and install that plug on this fan and give it a test run up for all of you fans out there. And I just now noticed that there apparently was a nameplate here at one point in time, but it appears to have been lost to the sands of time. And there, after just a little bit of swearing and the delicate ballet of guiding the prongs and the attached cord back in through the plug body, is a new electrical plug installed on this fan. So go ahead and plug that into this handy extension cord here and have a run-up of this thing. See if it works, see what it might need beyond that. Hopefully, and probably, not very much, knowing these old fans. Alright, everything's hot and ready to go, so Furhead's playing with guns in the garage, so if there's a loud bang... Hot stuff, baby, tonight. If there's a loud bang, it's either going to be the guns or the fan one. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on and just see what happens here. Looks like a winner to me. Took a little time to get up to speed. Probably could stand to be oiled, although you'll notice in stark contrast to cheap Chinese sleeve-bearing permanently lubricated fans that quit working after about a week, this thing, which may not have been lubricated since who knows when, is still running very nicely even on what are probably rather dry bearings. Now there's the medium speed, and there's the low speed. Seems to be doing all right. Thank you for watching, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one.